Hey folks, this is Praveen. I work in Seattle area for Amazon, and I recently have to bring my mom via a indirect route because of the direct flight unavailability for travel ban reasons. Like you have to stay outside of India for 14 days to be eligible to come to US. I recently brought my mom through Mexico. I made a video, and you should find in our channel about the Q&A, hotel booking experience, flight travel, trip planning, food, travel cost estimates, and various other frequently asked questions were discussed in the video. A lot of requests have come, and we wanted to help fellow travelers as well. So we wanted to do a video on how to come to US during the travel ban via Dubai. We found a volunteer who was willing to spend his time and energy to do this with us and share his fair share of experience coming via Dubai. Currently, Arvind is with me. He's traveling via Dubai. He's in Dubai right now. So the travel is still ongoing. So he will share his. He'll give a quick introduction, and we will go with Q&A style. I'll ask a question, and he will answer me. So before that, want to talk a little bit about my mom. So my mom name is, give a quick introduction of her, and then we'll go to Arvind.
Yeah, I traveled through Mexico a month back to look after my grandchild. So it was very easy, and many people are asking about other places also. And so I thought we can make a video from the people who travel from different places. So we both are doing it.
Live real experiences instead of we trying to research and make something up questions people are asking. And you can compare between versus via Mexico versus via Dubai. It could matter based on elders versus youngsters traveling. So that would be many factors that would come in. So let's start the video. Let's ask Arvind to introduce himself to us. Hi, Arvind.
Yeah, hi Praveen, and thank you very much for opening this opportunity and this facility to help the fellow travelers. Hi everyone, I'm Arvind Chavan. I am basically from Mumbai, Maharashtra, in India, but currently settled into Houston, Texas, in USA. So we took a route of Dubai for my parents and in-laws to travel from India to USA via Dubai.
Got it. So let's just want to clarify on it. So you said your parents are traveling via Dubai and you are in Dubai. So could you explain about your travel arrangement?
Sure. So my in-laws are basically traveling. We were planning for their travel during this pandemic, but it was getting postponed because of the rules.
Yeah.
But recently, this proclamation of traveling ban and etc. There was a way that you can come via third country. We were initially considering Mexico, but soon we discovered the Dubai option got opened recently, and we decided to opt for Dubai than any other countries, and decided to plan their travel so that they will come here, stay here for 15 days, and travel back to USA. But while doing so, I realized maybe they might need some initial help. That's why I also traveled here now. Let's see how it goes. If it goes smooth, I might come.
So let's go over Q&A style. I kind of captured like frequently asked questions as well as the questions I gathered when I was researching for my mom's trip via Mexico. We'll go with that format so it's easy for us to answer all the frequently asked questions. I would like to start with COVID testing, which is like quite confusing. So there is a COVID test before you start from India, then there is a COVID test probably at the airport. Then we hear there is a COVID test once you land in the Dubai airport, and there is many COVID tests. Then before you start to US, like just could you explain like how many COVID testing you have to do? Antigen versus RT-PCR, is there any flexibility around that? And how many hours before you need to do this COVID?
Sure. So since I have experience in both the areas, traveling from US to Dubai and India to Dubai, I'll give you answer for both the areas.
Okay.
I'll go with the India to Dubai route first because not many are traveling from US to Dubai, especially.
Yes.
So if you are planning to travel from India to Dubai and then USA, the number of tests are you need to do PCR test, which is 48 hours before you take off your flight.
Okay.
So the test has to be conducted within India. If you're traveling from Mumbai, then any labs from Mumbai, or if you're traveling from Hyderabad, then any labs from. You have to do this test 48 hours before your takeoff. There are many rumors from many people that, oh, the tests are getting piled up and you will not get in sufficient time. That's
Okay.
not true. Majority of the people are getting their test results within 40.
Got
So
it.
that is test number one, PCR test. You have to do in India. There is no escape.
No escape.
Then,
Got it.
yeah. So once you come to India, to airport, your origin from India, over there, first you need to go to your airport counter once you get in.
Okay.
So your airport counter will, your airline counter will ask you questions. Where are you going? Whether you have a visa? What is your journey, etc. Based on your answers, they will redirect you to the antigen test facility, which is there on the airport itself.
Airport itself. Okay.
So this test facility depends on the airport. It is located at a specific location within the airport. So from the airline counter now you have to go to this antigen test. You have to perform your antigen test and they will give you your result later. And from based on that test, you have to come back to your airline counter for your check-in of your baggages, etc.
Okay.
Once you are done checking your baggage, then you have to come through immigration and security and board.
Got it.
Once you take your flight, you come to, after you land into Dubai, the first thing which will happen is they will ask you your PCR test result.
Okay.
When you are walking towards the immigration, there will be some person who will be standing there. He will be asking you your PCR results. And good thing is, if you are in a group, they might check only few of you and check your result. If everything is good, then they will send you via metro within the airport itself to a PCR testing facility within. So this test is free. So for whatever test we have spoken, like PCR test in India and antigen test in India, those are paid tests. You have to pay. The test on Dubai airport is free.
Okay. Okay. That's nice.
Everything will be taken care of them itself.
By the airport.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, once you do that test, you have to come to the immigration officer. He will ask you the same formality and all those questionnaires. Then you can go to your baggage claim and then you can come out of the airport. This
Okay.
is the typical flow for people traveling from India.
Okay.
For the people traveling from USA, the rule is 72 hours before your takeoff, you have to do the PCR test.
Okay.
You can do this PCR test in any urgent cares or any labs within USA. And while doing this test, you just tell them that this test you are doing for the travel purpose.
Okay.
And they will give you a copy in a printed format with a barcode on it.
So whatever is needed, like the barcode, which is mandatory, I guess.
The same PCR test, when you come to the airline, let's say you are flying from Dallas to Dubai, you have to come, you have to show it to the airline guy, he will ask you, and then he will give you your boarding pass, then you do your immigration, security, board the plane. Once you come to Dubai, there is no people coming from USA.
Oh,
Their PCR test is not.
got it. So you can directly
You can just go.
out of the immigration and start going to your hotel.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Just some follow-up questions around this. How many hours before antigen test, which you said, which you need to take in the airport? Is there any like validity? Like you need to be the test need to be taken 6 hours before.
Approximately 6 hours, but many of our parents reach on the airport around 5 hours before the flight, right? That is fine.
Should be sufficient amount of time based on the rush and time taken to take the test results and everything.
It's
Yeah, better to I think 5 to 6 hours the sweet spot to be at the airport, so you have sufficient time for antigen test.
yes.
Okay, got it. Thanks. Any rough estimates on the cost on the airport?
I guess 4,000 rupees per person for the antigen.
And
Maybe it will vary based on the airport, I guess.
got it. So other countries have some like health pass or like some app you need to upload your RT-PCR results and get some health status.
when you come here, when you do your test in Dubai, you need to give your mobile number on which they will send you a text message or something
Okay.
after your test is performed. That text message will be just an URL which will show you. So your India antigen test will be also sent on your mobile, as well as your Dubai PCR result test result will be also sent on your mobile.
Now that the mobile thing came up, I have some questions like how did you manage international roaming? Like, do you need to in
Take a
Dubai
SIM.
like take a SIM, or were you able to activate international roaming on your existing plan?
Okay. So I am using T-Mobile International plan, which is
Okay.
my parents are using Geo roaming with international roaming.
Okay.
I know Airtel also has a SIM card for 350 rupees
Okay.
with 1100 international 1100 rupees for international roaming charges
Yeah.
that you can use. Also, on Dubai, when I came, I saw one advertisement also that during passport control, which is during the immigration, you may check with the immigration officer for a visitor SIM card from Do company, DU. Maybe you can check about it, or else once your customs are done, when you're coming out of the customs, right? There you will see a lot of small stores within the airport, right? There I saw a Virgin Mobile as well as Do Mobile, etc. Make
Okay.
sure you get your visitor SIM card from there because it's free. Whether you any nearby metro station, there are two lines in Dubai, red line
Okay.
and green line.
Oh, okay.
So you will find any metro stations nearby. You need to go there to
Got it.
purchase these SIM cards. Otherwise, if you have any local relatives, etc., over here, you can request them to buy local.
Got it. Got
But
it.
typically, in international roaming works very nice here.
Got it.
Dubai airport, India airport has a Wi-Fi. Your hotel lobby has a Wi-Fi. Everywhere it is a Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. So only those gaps where maybe the Wi-Fi doesn't work in airport, or you're traveling from airport to hotel. Those scenarios, this could help. In my mom's case, also we did the same. For Mexico, there was international roaming on Airtel, which I think is 1100. Probably the same.
Rupees is a SIM card and 1100 is a refill.
Got it. Probably the same plan.
But yeah, in Dubai you can get the free SIM card also.
Okay, for free SIM
Sorry?
card.
Yes, maybe during the immigration itself you can ask,
Okay.
where can I get the visitor SIM card? They will help you, maybe.
Okay.
I did not try because I was.
Got it.
Got it.
That's great. Next question we have is like, what are the visa requirements for entry to Dubai? If you are like since you're staying for 15 days, do you need any transit visa, or is it like visa on arrival, or is it because US visa do you get any special?
Sure. So US citizens will automatically get 30 days of visa on arrival
Okay.
for free. And if you are coming from India, traveling to USA with valid visa,
Okay.
you can stay here for 14 days officially.
Got it.
So it is allowed. However, as per the proclamation, you need to be out of India for 14 days. So it is safe to count 15 nights and stay here in Dubai for 15 nights.
Okay.
So in order to stay here for 15 nights, you have to get an e-visa. E-visa is something which you can get from India. Just plan for it 1 week before your travel date.
Okay.
You can get an e-visa, and there are many agents which can help you to get a single entry 30 days e-visa for approximately 7,000 rupees, which also includes your insurance during the stay. I have done through one of the agent. I can refer that agent.
Really helpful
Yeah.
to.
But can we do it without agent?
I think there is a way you can do it without an agent too, but approximately the cost is same.
Okay.
Got it. So you get even travel insurance, and the travel insurance is valid throughout your stay, you say, right? The 14, 15 night stay?
Yes.
Got it.
It is valid for that stay. Yes.
Got it. Such a good information. So I was thinking 14 days you get visa on arrival, so it should be enough. But like because of the 14 days dilemma that stay 14 nights or 14
15
days,
nights.
and also people stay for 15 nights to be very safe. And to get to 15 nights, you need the e-visa. So this is like a very critical step, that you get a e-visa,
Right.
so you can stay for your stay is valid for 30 days, and you can use 15 nights of the visa stay. Got it. Good to know. Thanks for the information, and we will get the agent information from you later, and we'll add it to the description. So if anyone wants to go with an agent, they could use the agent information. Thank you. So let's go to the next question. Could you come, if you remember, could you let us know the travel checklist, like list of documents you needed to?
Okay, for Dubai immigration is very easy, to be honest. Okay. In
Okay.
India, there are a lot of questions being asked. Where are you going? What is your journey? Where are you going after Dubai, etc. Those kind of a questions which are there in your mind, those will be asked in India a lot. But
Okay.
Dubai is very simple, straightforward. They are welcoming, very nice, heartwarming people.
Okay.
They will not ask you much questions.
Wow.
Yeah, but the checklist, as a regular traveler, what you need to carry is your passport,
Yes.
your PCR test result, visa paper.
Correct. Oh, nice. That's good to know. And do they check the hotel reservation on case-to-case basis, or is it like you haven't heard any cases like that?
Rarely I have heard anybody. I'm in touch with many people who are staying around.
Correct.
So I haven't heard from many people that they asked for a reservation to be shown, etc.
Correct.
Do we need to quarantine? Is it
There is no quarantine requirement as such is needed, but you should quarantine yourself till you get your PCR test results back from Dubai airport.
okay?
That's
Correct.
recommended.
How many
Yeah,
days?
but you can. It comes over the night. I mean, within 10, 12 hours, you should receive the result.
Got it. So it's self-quarantine just for safety reasons, so you don't like spread the COVID, but it's like not mandated quarantine, I guess.
Correct.
Correct. And for the stay, can you book your own hotel, or is it like a government?
No, for staying, you can book your own hotel. I know certain country government
Yeah.
mandated hotels,
Yeah.
but here you are free. There is no restrictions at all. You can book anything, whatever, wherever you want to stay, you can stay.
Correct.
Even so many relatives will be, means it is near to India, so many, can we stay in the relatives hotel or relatives house like
Yes,
that?
you can. Yeah, you can stay in relatives' places, but make sure you are staying within Dubai. If you are planning to go out in other cities, there are some restrictions on, like they will check your reports, etc., on the border, etc. But much hassle.
Okay.
Okay, that's good to know. Like Dubai is so already affordable, as most travelers know. With Dubai, I think it's opened very recently, right? That's why Dubai before.
Yes,
Is that right? Got it. So before, I believe Mexico was the most travel budget friendly and like efficient solution to plan. Like there is all the India groups traveling. You will find travel companion easier. Everything was like the most best route to travel. I think now Dubai is.
yeah, there.
Is it safe to think like Dubai is now the becoming the emerging?
Yeah, so there are pros and cons of everywhere. Okay,
Okay.
I'll tell you why we chose Dubai. So these are the advantage or pros why we chose Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai is very close to our motherland. Okay, it's just a 3 hour journey from India. So our parents, elderly parents, will not feel different, like not feel exhausted during the travel.
Yes.
That's very first reason. Second is it's very close to motherland. So and there are many Desi people around. All the related help and food culture, everything is same here. Also, the language barrier. Mumbai takes Hindi here. Okay,
Nice.
and many of the people who are coming from Kerala region, that's why they also know Malayalam as well as Tamil also.
Correct.
So
Oh,
there are no language barriers. You can speak like you can speak in Hindi with anyone, with your receptionist, with the food delivery people, with your grocery people, anything.
Okay.
Secondly, if anything happens, God, for God sake, nothing should happen. But if anything happens with our parents, any emergencies, etc.,
Yeah.
this is just 3 hours, and you can send anybody from India to here.
True.
Okay, on an emergency basis, or you can plan their travel back to India on a.
Yeah.
So that is very important reason. And very important is this is the safest country in the world. I mean, you can roam around at any time during the day. You will not.
Got it. And the biggest
And
is
very convenient.
traveling in COVID is already the reason that the travel ban is in existence is the safety and like the COVID safety things. And you are saying so many good things about Dubai around like safety in terms of like the everything that's available, the resources and everything as well. I think so. Seems like what are the
Yeah,
cons?
food ordering and grocery ordering is so convenient. You just pick up your hotel phone, dial the grocery store number. They
Okay.
will talk with you in Hindi. You just
Okay.
tell them what you need and tell them whether you are going to pay with what kind of a payment, whether it is a cash, card, or anything. They will send a swiping machine in your reception.
Okay.
Your reception will call you if you're ordering food or grocery. You just go down, swipe your card, and yeah, that's it. It's so simple.
Right. And the best part is the insurance. You said about the insurance where the visa, e-visa will cover insurance as well. Because like in the worst case, worst scenario, if you catch up COVID and you need like urgent treatment, you have insurance, and that's affordable
So
as
yeah, the e-visa doesn't come with an insurance. You have to get an insurance from an agent.
well. Got it.
So that covers COVID also. So our agent gave us the e-visa plus.
7,000 rupees.
Yes,
Okay, it's nice.
Okay, yeah, that's very cheap comparing the COVID
and
coverage.
7,000 for adult and 3,500 for minor.
Oh,
Okay.
I guess I saw it is.
Okay. Got it. If someone wants to extend the stay because they have some extended family in Dubai, they can probably stay longer. Like, what is the common insurance that you get from the agent?
No, give me 1 second. I'll check on my.
Sure.
So the insurance I got is Alliance Insurance,
Okay.
which says single and multiple entry. It covers maximum of 350 AED per day, and policy coverage is 25,000 limit AED as a limit.
Nice.
Claim something AED.
Yeah, seems like a good coverage.
Yep.
So, is it like people speak Hindi, even the immigration officers, like, or is there people Hindi?
In India or in Dubai?
Like a lot of people speak.
No, immigration, nobody will. Immigration, but they will not ask you much questions.
Got it. If like someone is traveling and doesn't know English, do you suggest having a travel companion in that case? For
No.
your recommendations.
You can go for a Marhaba service, Marhaba,
Okay.
which is there on the airport. They will come and greet you and help you on everything. But I don't think that is necessary. If you have older parents, you can opt for a wheelchair. They will take care of navigating through everything.
Got it.
So most of the people will not be speaking Hindi during the immigration and don't prefer to. And but if in case anything is needed, right, there are tons and tons in Desi people over there on airport. Anybody will be helping you. Even in fact, most of the time, the person will be also Indian.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So yeah, they will find help one way or the other. But if they want a formal way, they can think about the suggestion you said, Marhaba service. They will take care of probably the immigration, language or
Yes.
anything.
So, yep.
Okay. So next question I want to ask is like, how do you go to the hotel?
Okay. So there are various ways by which you can arrange your travel. If you're traveling through Emirates, there is an option to book a ride from airport to the hotel. You can also go, if you have Uber, you can go for Uber. What I did booking.com. I used booking.com for doing my hotel booking, right?
Okay.
So in that, after the confirmation, I got an email saying that since you have booked for more than 400 dirham, you are getting a free cab ride from airport to your hotel.
Okay, that's nice. So you got
So
a
we opted for that.
nice. Actually, yeah, I did my booking for my mother as well through booking, and we got a free ride. But my mother had a travel companion, so what they did is based on the number of passengers, they will give you the free ride, like a XL size, like bigger standard size. RSUV. So I selected 2, and they gave me a compact size. And since they had more number of bags, so I couldn't avail it. Once they book the cab, you cannot rebook it. So I just wanted to give suggestion to the
So-
viewers, like just choose maximum number of like people traveling with you, like 4 or 5. I think you choose 5. So they give you an SUV because they cover up to $50 or something in case of Mexico. Similarly, I guess as a free ride, you can
We-
load your luggage.
So we are 6 people. So
Okay.
with 6 people, I imagine the baggage and hand baggage and purses, etc. So
Yeah.
it was a huge for us, and we booked a minibus. We got minibus, and we came through minibus. It was so small, like a tempo traveler, from
Okay.
airport to our hotel. The person was standing there, guard, and he just took us to the cab driver came, and he took us to the airport. It was easy.
Got it. Yeah, that's a good information. Like, so basically, if you are sending only your parents, so I'd suggest going through like Booking.com or some other cab service, because they will hold a play card. They will pick your parents, take even the luggage with them to load it. So it will
Right.
be very comfortable. It will be a little expensive. You have Uber as well, but they need to again know how to use the Uber app to book it. So I'd suggest for elderly parents who are traveling without much assistance. So I suggest like
So
make it easy for them.
yeah. So I have a solution for that also.
Okay.
I have collected one Telugu speaking cab driver's number.
Okay.
I have documented that also. So he can come with his cabs. Also, the minibus who dropped us from airport till our hotel,
Yeah.
I have collected his number also. So I will share those.
I guess
Sorry.
both of them speak Hindi, I guess, to communicate.
In Dubai, whoever you will interact with, 99% people will be speaking Hindi.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Okay. That's like very helpful for elderly
Yeah.
people and like who doesn't speak. Like some of them are okay. Like my mother can speak English, but she's not super comfortable. So she would like Hindi sometimes. So even
So
like
don't worry at all. Here, people, most of the cab drivers are from either from India or Pakistan, Bangladesh, etc. Even if they are from Middle Eastern country, they know Hindi well.
nice. Okay.
Where do you stay or Airbnb?
So in Dubai, right? There is a place in Dubai which is called as Bur Dubai, BUR Dubai.
Okay.
So it is having all Indian restaurants nearby, and this area has very good service apartments. So
Nice.
majority of the people are booking into Bur Dubai area only.
Got
This is
it.
very close to airport also.
Okay. So you'll find even company like a lot of Indians for traveling, just
So
like
there are various WhatsApp groups. I am also following one WhatsApp group. There are tons of WhatsApp group wherein you can post your need of where you are starting, what date you are planning, etc. And people are very nice, or people are very generous and supportive to each other during this situation. People are companion, etc.
got it. I'll get the links from you and I will add it to the video description so people can join and get like assistance once they have this basic general knowledge. They pay.
Sure.
Airbnb.
Airbnb, I would not recommend because you don't know the people. This is like well-established companies.
You said
Even
it's
though, sorry,
You said it's a service apartment, so it should have most of the amenities as well.
kitchen, washing machine, dryer, utensils, cooking place, and also it's being a service apartment. Just call them; they will come and help you on anything.
Very good service, so you can like be very calm and happy. Like nothing, no need to worry about laundry, no need to worry about like how do I get food or anything. It should be very easy managing
Right.
in a service
Only
apartment.
thing I will recommend, which is common, that you should bring a proper electrical adapter because
Okay,
our Indian adapters, you'll get it from Amazon for 300 to 500 rupees also from India.
got it. Makes sense. Because yeah, I think a universal adapter works, right? That's what you.
Yes, universal adapter because here UAE follows European standard format for adapters. I mean, for the plugs.
We don't know the cons to stay in the Dubai to plan.
Hotels are filling up fast. Bookings are getting full, and because of the bookings, also the hotels are also, there are various rules which are little bit tricky, and I'll give you some suggestions on what to do. Very important is the hotels in Dubai will ask you to do your payment while checking. Some of the time that is not a common practice in USA. You pay at the end. So what I would suggest is very first thing, if you're booking through a booking.com, you should put a valid credit card in there. Even if your itinerary is refundable, you put an international transaction allowed credit card
Correct.
over there, and make sure that you call the hotel a couple of days before your arrival and get the payment process. At least for one night, you do the payment processing.
Okay.
There are various parents who complain that during they used some Indian cards and that was not working, and then hotel asked send them some payment link. So they tried US credit card on that payment link. It is not working. Some of them they tried Indian debit cards, etc. That is not working. So understand the payment complexity of it. Okay,
Okay.
you have to start complaining or understand that you have to follow the proper steps.
Can you pay
So
booking.com when you reserve the hotel? Can you pay for the full entire stay ahead so you don't have to run into this
yes, you can also pay everything upfront, but
Okay.
many are preferring to pay during the check-in.
Correct.
And also hotel people will ask you to put some deposit amount, which
Okay.
is common. I don't know why people are so reluctant about it, but yeah, they will ask for some any break.
Yeah, makes
How much?
sense.
So I negotiated on that. I mean, it depends on your room size. It is 500 for studio, 800 for two bed, and 1000 for three bed. I mean, I negotiated for 500 for the three bed deposit.
Okay.
I mean, people are supportive here. Just come and talk in with them, so they'll be helpful.
Yeah, no need to ridicule something. I mean, like people who are doing that. I mean, it's just
So we
you
have
need to
to-
understand, and you can always deny the service if you don't want. Like, don't. But
See,
yeah,
very first thing I want to suggest you, make sure your booking is valid. Make sure, double sure, because you don't want to bring your parents into this third world country and they coming into hotel and figuring out, oh, there is no booking at all for me. I mean, they'll be in a trouble, right? You don't
yeah,
want to put your parents in trouble.
got it. So I think like you once you book the hotel through booking, you can call the hotel, make sure your reservation is confirmed, so you can be double sure.
Did the same. Yes,
Okay,
I did the same.
got it.
That means how can you make the
Oh, that bargaining was for the deposit amount. I mean,
okay?
she asked me for 1000 dirham deposit. I said I don't have that much cash. Sorry, because
Okay.
here everything is contactless. Make sure you are carrying the international roaming credit cards, which has international transactions activated.
Got it.
You can tap it anywhere. Tap it into a grocery store, tap it into local store, tap it into the food delivery people. Yeah, for food delivery application
Okay,
through which
so
you can order here. But there is also Talabat local app, and there is also Now application. So everything is good. Also, if you can Google around what are the restaurants near this your hotel, you can also call them and request for a delivery, free delivery.
okay,
You don't have to pay 5 dirham delivery charges to Zomato.
okay, got it. And they do even
As I
individual
earlier
deliveries, or do you need to make a group order if you call them directly?
no, individual is fine. So
Okay,
very good thing about here is even if for 1 dirham to whatever amount it is, they will deliver.
got it.
Groceries will be delivered for free.
Okay,
And you just tell them that you will pay by cash or card. They will bring the card swiping machine for you
got
in the
it.
hotel.
In your case, you were lucky enough to be with your parents, so you had an international, like US credit card, which works almost everywhere in the world. But however, people like let's say someone traveling from India and they have a Visa debit card, international Visa debit card, that the card works in Dubai seamlessly.
So they have to first call the customer care before flying, and they have to make sure that international transactions are unlocked on
Okay.
their card.
Got
We
it.
found with my sister-in-law, she was using Amex card and that was not working in a store. So we reached out to the customer support and they told us that there is an option within Amex account that you need.
Got it.
So we
And
did that.
one more
So
question.
make sure you do that.
Right.
Okay, do hotels accept wire transfer?
So
I'm
why
not sure about it. I haven't seen the payment link because when I booked, I put in my credit card and I asked them to charge the first night charges on my credit card just to be sure. But
Okay.
many of my friends, whom I know, they did requested for a payment link. On that payment link, I don't know what are the options.
Okay, got it. So payment link might have multiple options like PayPal, credit card, debit card. Like we need to check, but they could provide you that option as a payment link, and you can see if you can pay
Yes.
with that. Got it. So one recommendation I have is like for like basically if you have an ICICI debit card, Visa, generally it works everywhere because my mom had it and generally it worked internationally. You might have to activate it. I don't know whether it was pre-activated or not, but as Arvind was suggesting, make sure you call to the bank, make sure international transactions are allowed on the card, and ICICI will work. I came to know SBI doesn't work. Even the SBI gives you like Mastercard or Visa card, it doesn't work in at least in Mexico. So and Amex also some stores don't accept, but Amex is favorable in a way. They have less foreign transaction fee. So if you have an Amex card, you can also take it with you, enable the international transactions, and lower the foreign transaction fee. So yeah, just some suggestions. You do your own research. This is not. I just wanted to add some suggestions around card.
Wait. Can
And
we
how
exchange in
much
the
You can
airport?
also, yeah, you can exchange it on the airport. And also, if you go to near, there are various stores nearby wherein you can exchange the currency. Dubai is being a hub for various workers coming from Asian countries. There are various workers who are converting the currency, sending the money back to their countries, right? So
Right.
these stores are very common here.
Everywhere. Do you recommend getting it in India immigration, like before starting to Dubai, or after landing in Dubai in the arrivals? Like any?
I don't have any recommendation on that. Based on your convenience, you can do it. If you want to do it before flying, on the airport, after reaching airport, anything is fine.
You will
Based
find
on your
like,
convenience.
rates may be different. Like who gives you better rate, but it's ubiquitous. That's
Yes.
the main point. Like you don't need to worry about getting the currency exchange. So do they accept INR to AED, or do you need to have US dollars to convert?
Said right, any currency to any currency is fine.
Got it. In
Even
Mexico
rupees
case,
also.
they were only accepting USD,
Yes.
INR. They don't recognize in the Mexico arrivals. So my mom carried USD, but since Dubai, lot friendly for exchange.
Yeah.
Got it. That's good.
I would recommend to get the cash in hand before flying, just for the peace of mind.
Got it. And the second part of the question: how much do you recommend to carry in cash? If they have an international debit card, but I guess like this might need it for some tips for porter services or anything, or like local grocery stores where they don't accept card, or like you can like get away with card everywhere. How is it like?
Card is everywhere.
Okay,
Contactless tap.
everywhere. Nice.
Okay. So cash is very minimal, I would say.
Okay. For
You can give
safety,
it for the
it should be enough.
Cannot use the card. How
maybe
much?
300 yeah, 200 dirham per person is okay.
Got it.
Okay.
And
Food and
yeah,
grocery.
200 to 300 dirhams. 300 dirham is also fine.
Got it.
Make sure that, but provided you have a credit card or a debit card which is working here.
Yeah.
If it is not, then just calculate how many days they are staying, multiply with what they are going to eat and order and anything, then you can just calculate the budget based on that.
Makes sense. Do you aware of any like hotel service that provides you, let's say you landed in Dubai and your card didn't work at the hotel and you needed some for shopping outside. Can you ask your hotel for converting your getting like to AED with USD or something?
I never came across that situation, but what I have heard from many people here who are already staying here for many years, that many of the shops
And
Is it safe?
How, Dubai, what you said, Dubai is the safest country. So,
Yep, it is safe. Especially for women, it is very safe.
got it. And how is the climate conditions during this time to travel?
It's very hot and humid. You cannot go out during the afternoon time. You will
Okay,
see people only after 4 to 4 5 p.m. only.
got
And
it.
during afternoon, it's very hot and humid. You will only see delivery guys running here and there on cycles or on electric scooters.
Okay.
Seems delivery is a big market here.
Oh, okay. Right. I did tour Dubai like 2, 3 years before, and I didn't swing on. Seems like it's changing fast. We want to ask you like, how was anything during your stay?
So tourism is open, but you have to be cautious because the COVID is spreading rapidly across. There are various tours packages. As you all know, Dubai is a tourist destination and hub. So there is a Burj Khalifa, the mall and aquarium. You can buy these tickets in advance to be a peace of mind. The IPL is starting. So IPL matches, what I have heard is that it's a 200 dirham with COVID test included. You need to do the COVID test in the morning.
Okay,
And there is a dinner cruise, which many people suggested, which will take you in a creek. Then there is a sand dune adventure package, which will cost you somewhere around 100 dirham per person. They will
okay,
come and pick you and take you and show,
nice,
do some shows, etc., and come back to the hotel.
nice. So many.
People are just being, yeah, yep. You can choose from whatever you want to.
Did you
Oh,
visit any place?
personally,
Not yet. We just came recently, visiting, etc.
What we did
Now,
in okay.
one important thing I missed to mention about commuting, right? So commuting, there are so within Dubai for commuting, there are three modes of transportation. One is metro, second is a bus, and third is a taxi or anything. But also, if you have US driving license, you can rent a car. A small car rental will be maybe 100 dirham per day.
okay. So many travel
And
options.
roads are similar to USA.
Okay, okay, got it. Yeah, they have like wide, nice lane roads like in US. So even people, just question, if I know about like international driving license that you get in India, do you know if you can drive with the international driving license?
Yes, you can definitely drive with international driving license, but I somewhere on the website I saw that if you have US driving license, you can drive directly.
Nice, nice, got it. So next question my mom wants to ask.
Okay, what is the total rough cost including travel, food, and accommodation? Let me.
In your case, it's
So let's keep, yeah, so let's keep travel aside because travel is based on what airline you're selecting.
yeah.
These days, from India to Dubai, Emirates is very cheap, very costly because it's getting full. There
Okay,
are other options from India to Dubai, Indigo, which are also offering cheaper options.
okay,
Approximately one way ticket cost from India to USA will range you somewhere around 900 to 1100 approx based on what.
got it.
Dirhams.
Then hotel,
Yes.
US dollars, yeah. And hotel will cost you around studio should cost you for 15 days should cost you around 1000 US dollars,
Okay,
900 to 1000.
affordable compared to other places. I think it's cheaper. Like I heard
Yeah.
about cars in Costa Rica and Mexico. Both seem expensive, and this is like a studio, like in your own apartment kind of thing. Better than a hotel.
So yeah, here people, so three people can share it for $1000.
Yeah.
Then there is a two-bed apartment and there is a three-bedroom apartment. So we have selected three-bedroom apartment. It costed around us 2000 US dollars.
Oh, okay. Two bed.
So that's a stay. Then I will not count sightseeing as expense because that's based on your personal choice wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
Let's talk about typically you'll get breakfast from any, and there are plenty of options. very good options, like very good Chennai and Malabar and Telugu restaurants you will find here for breakfast, etc. So
Right.
breakfast for per person should cost around 10 dirham to 15 dirham.
Okay.
So you can convert it to US by just.
Okay.
So that is, and lunch and dinner, maybe if you order one time, you can do it for two times. And per person's lunch cost should be around 20 dirham to 25 dirham.
Okay.
So maybe you can count per day 50 dirhams to 60 dirhams. If
So
you want
20 USD
to
roughly?
eat out, sorry,
20 USD roughs.
20 to 25 US dollar roughly per day.
Okay.
If you're planning to order from outside, but if you're planning to cook it yourself based on what you're ordering, I mean, the
Yeah.
groceries and etc. are cheap. I mean,
Nice.
for 100 to 200 dirham, you can buy good grocery.
Got it. Just to
And you
add
can
some.
also bring some stuff from India also.
Got it. So they don't remove them like pulses. You can bring rice, dal. Nice, nice. So Mexico doesn't allow like rice and some pulses. Bring your food that you plan to cook
But
if you
in
want to.
Mexico, groceries is cheaper.
Not as cheap as Dubai. So what I see, I paid for my mom's like food. When I ordered online, I used to pay through like online transfer from USD. So the cost in Mexico is similar to the cost in USD. From what I hear from you, is
The
one by.
cost in Dubai is very cheap.
Yeah, so food is
Here
cheap.
it is cheap, right? Because you
Taste
convert
is
it, dirham is 20 rupees.
Got it. Yeah, yeah. So it's definitely like one by third of USD. So I was paying the same price that we pay in USD in Mexico. Good to know. So
Yeah,
it's affordable. So what do you think is the rough cost, total trip cost for you in your case for one person?
I haven't calculated it.
So
Except
food.
leisure, the staying cost should be, we are cooking by ourselves, so staying cost 600 US
Nice.
dollar.
Okay. So it all comes to 600 plus 1000 for flight, 1600 plus if you're sharing your studio. So maybe another $500. So 2100.
No. 600 I said, including stay per person. If you're sharing in a shared basis, 600 to 700. Yeah, one way journey will cost you around maximum $1,800,
Okay, okay.
$1,800.
including ticket,
Including ticket.
Oh,
including everything, ticket, etc. Ticket, stay, food.
oh, nice.
Nice, nice. Just to give a rough estimate, my mother came a month before, and in her case, for the one way trip, the whole trip costed $5,000 roughly. So the ticket itself was too. Maybe
Think
that's
only
why
Mexico
the
and
flights were
another Serbia
expensive.
something is open, so it costs.
Yeah. Flights taking longer time and costly there, right? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I think it seems like half of our yes for Indians.
Yes.
Got it. Anything
Are we?
that we missed? Do you want to add for the conversation so far?
No, I guess we covered pretty much everything.
Got it. Yeah, I think so.
And oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention about the test, right?
Yeah.
You need to do a PCR test before flying from here, 72 hours before you fly. And
Okay.
there are various testing facilities nearby. I'll share those details with you also.
Got it. And in your apartment, that where most you said most Indians are traveling to these service apartments, do they provide service like you can get a test right at your in the service hotel?
Yes, there are two options. One is they will come, and second is you can go.
Okay, I
Yeah.
think that's all I can think of. We covered almost everything in rough cost estimate. Seems like around it comes around 2000 for one way. It could change again because I
That's
think
on maximum side, yes.
I think it could change drastically considering I hear like there's the expo maybe more time IPL and like a lot of things going with Dubai.
Yeah.
So
So
something
if you're buying MLS tickets, right, you will get free expo pass for one day.
really that's nice. Good to know. So this, if you are interested in Expo, you can like you get one day free pass. Yeah, I think
And can you buy
Okay.
gold in
In Dubai, there is no restriction.
maybe under any restrictions to buy?
No, whatever you are doing purchases here, right? This VAT you can get it back while going back.
Okay.
So yeah, whatever you are doing, you can just get your VAT back.
Correct. Since the gold came up, do you know of any experiences of people carrying like small amounts of gold, like 20 to 30 grams, because of many people
No
traveling,
problem.
young children?
Mexico, but here Dubai is a gold city. So I guess limit is 1 kg per person.
Okay.
Very good reason to travel via Dubai to navigate through with gold. Like in Mexico,
Yeah.
I heard horror stories where people were charged on customs more than the cost of the gold that they were carrying. And they had no option to
Yeah.
pay since it has sentiment value to take it to the grandchildren or like their children. So that's like a very big thing. Like I couldn't, like my mom wanted to carry some gold and she couldn't just because of that reason. If it was to Dubai, it seems like you're covered in that scenario.
No problem at all. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Arvind. It was very nice
Thank you.
talking to you. It was pleasure, and I learned so many things like about traveling via Dubai. Not just via Dubai. If I want to travel to Dubai next time, I know everything about navigating to Dubai, from ordering food, staying at a nice place where I get most of the services right to my door, and travel. Even driving, now I know I can even drive if I go to Dubai since I have a US driving license. That's a lot of information to hold to and to use it, no matter if you're traveling via Dubai or to Dubai from India or US. You covered a lot of good information. Thank you so much for taking this time for
Thank
all
you
our
so much.
viewers.
Thank you.